Hello, good morning or good afternoon or good evening, whatever time you're watching this video. This is, I believe, my seventh video of my shuttle bus camper build out. And got some painting done yesterday. It's Saturday today. Um, nice weather, finally. Yesterday, it only got up to like 74, 75 outside. Perfect day for painting. But I'm going to take you out to the bus and show you some of the stuff what I got done, and we'll go from there. I had a high school friend come out yesterday and do some painting for me, stuff I couldn't reach. I painted the bottom almost to the top of the windows, what you see there, uh, back last fall, and I couldn't reach the stuff up top there. I was too skittish because I'm so old and so heavy that I was skittish to use that scaffolding. And the ladder, of course, kills your feet. But anyway, I had him paint the upper part all the way around. I'll show you the other side too. But the bottom up to the top of the windows is just white primer, and it's Rust-Oleum oil base. The top part is gloss Rust-Oleum oil base, which is good for a long term. And sorry about the road noise. I live on a state highway, but the Rust-Oleum gloss up there will make it so that it doesn't get so dirty so quick. Additionally, the bottom half is going to be done with white bed liner, really tough, so that if I'm going down some trails, that it won't scratch up. Hopefully, it doesn't scratch up my windows after I get the transparent. It's white vinyl wrap with lots of little holes in it, so you can't see in, but you can see out of it. I don't know. I might make some kind of racks over it, screens, so that branches don't scratch at. But I'm not too worried about it. The nose is going to be all gloss. Well, gloss on the top of the hood, but it's going to be the um, truck bed liner on the sides again for scratching on both sides. Here's the other side. Now up on top, it hasn't been painted yet. I had him go up over the curvature of the roof a bit, maybe a foot or so. And the top of it is going to be painted with Henry's Tropicool white paint. So it'll kind of help the heat of the sun to be reflected. And this is going to be the truck bed liner on the sides, including on the cab. Up to the top of the window, probably follow that line there behind the door, the rib. That'll be up and over the top there. What else? He did a really nice job. I paid him to do it. He's just a junior in high school, and Rust-Oleum, it fully cures in 7 days. And that's okay because I'm not in any hurry to get that top done. I got a roof hatch. I'll be able to crawl up through there and be able to roll that. We did the gloss all the way around the air conditioner up on the top there, so that all he's got to do is what's in front of the air conditioner with that Tropicool. And he's going up over the bridge. I'm in Michigan. He's going up into the Upper Peninsula for a little over a week. They own some property up there, and they love to go up there on the weekends. Well, he's going to spend a whole week up there. And that's cool because that'll give this paint time to cure. I couldn't put the Tropicool up there first and then paint up to that and over that because that's a silicone paint, and I'm afraid that that it wouldn't that the Rust-Oleum oil base wouldn't adhere to silicone. Nothing likes to adhere to silicone. But I figure if I do the oil base first, then I can put the Tropicool on top of that, and silicone does stick to everything. So if it peels, it'll just peel where the silicone or where the oil base is, and that's fine too. You know, it's not gonna make that much difference in the temperature inside of that bus. Anyway, I'm gonna take you inside and show you some stuff I've been doing in there while he was doing the painting, and the other day I did some more work. But I'll get you inside and we'll take a look at that. So here's more of what I've accomplished. Put in one of the kitchen counters here. It's rock solid. There's going to be a shelf that goes across here at this stringer going across, and that'll go down the other end of it, and it'll land on top of the red bucket there. You got some brackets on there, some angles that it'll set on. And then one of my crates that I've got that were custom built will be up in here on top of this shelf. There'll be extra room over here. Of course, the sink is going to be hanging down from above, a ways down. And I got room underneath there. Let me back up a second here. I purchased for $40 all the contents of the inside of a pop-up trailer, meaning a counter, a sink, 3 cabinet doors, and 2 drawers, piping, and that's the sink that I'm going to put up here. And then that'll be probably in this vicinity here where I got my temperature gauge. And the 2 doors turned the way that they were in the pop-up were horizontal doors. And it just so happens I measured them yesterday before I put in the center support. They're exactly, if I put 2 of them, one here and one over here, it's just perfect to where my hinges will land on that leg and on this leg here. My tire again will just barely squeeze out of there. And it, like I said before, it's going to be ratchet strapped to that vertical pipe there so that it can't roll out or jump up or anything. Won't be racking back and forth as I'm driving. Oh shoot, I forgot to bring it in, but I bought a bunch of rigid vinyl, completely waterproof flooring, and it's a nice gray wood look, like weathered gray. And I'm going to be covering all of this with that. First, I'm going to paint this so that it's with a oil-based paint so it soaks in, and it'll make it waterproof underneath. And I'm not worried about the vinyl being wet, but if it goes down through the cracks, I don't want it to get into the plywood and swell that up. Then on the end of this, from here up on that 2x4 that I painted black on the outside, I'm going to put another piece of plywood going up there. I've got 1/2-inch plywood. Got one sitting out there drying out because it was underneath the tarp. It got a little bit wet. But the vinyl is going to go vertically up this and then out to where this window is, because this could be about 13 inches deep and then 38 inches across to come over to here. That'll be my cabinet. And that's going to have that vinyl in vertical, like vertical boards on both of those sides for looks. And then I'll do the same thing over in this corner, 13 by 38 cabinet. And now my bed, of course, I've been talking about this. The bed goes right across here. I've got the center of it folded up right now. That's so that I can service the batteries, which will be down below where that rubber mat is. 4 of them across there, and then my diesel heater will be up top there. I'll walk right up and work on them. Now, because these verticals here are only attached up top with some heavy sheet metal screws, they're bolted really good to the unistrut down underneath. But I'm concerned, that with the weight of what I put in there, that it might try pulling those away. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is put a stringer across here and across over here, and then one, maybe a 2x2 or something from here all the way over to that, maybe about in the center, away from where the air conditioner is, so that it doesn't block anything there. And I don't want it to block the heat, which will be blowing down on an angle towards the floor from there. But I need to be able to get up there to work on that. And that'll put that just below that 2x2, just below where the air conditioner is. So I won't have to worry about bumping my head, because it's got a really nice tall ceiling on it. But having the two of those sides tied together will keep them from tipping in. To be in compression against that 2x2 rather than trying to pull apart. So that's what I've accomplished recently. Like I say, I'm going to be using what they call a poop bucket, with a bag in it. I've got a toilet seat that just fits on it. That's going to be stored underneath there. I was going to put the crate under there, but because of these hoses coming up here, I don't have enough depth. It's a 20-foot or 20-inch long crate. Under here, I got 24 inches, so that worked perfect for that. Be able to store some stuff either in front of it or behind it also, and still have quite a bit of storage space over here. I'm going to build from about this corner here up. I'm going to build a wall so that stuff doesn't slide down in behind the wheel well, either up on this shelf or down here. I'll only be using one of those drawers that came from that pop-up, and that'll go down in here. So I have to build some kind of tracking for that and some suspension. That'll give me some extra storage for small stuff. These crates, man, I'll be able to put my pots and pans in there and appliances, all that stuff, that when I'm traveling, it isn't falling all over the place. I might put a lip around here too. I don't know. We'll see. Of course, it's going to have the plywood going up over on that end, but I might put a lip across here. I did that on my little cargo trailer that I built into a camper, so that when I'm going down the road, stuff isn't falling off the counter. I might just make it so that it's hinged, but I don't want the two doors here to be restricted when that's in the down position. But if I can flip it down most of the time and then flip it up when I'm traveling, that'd be fine. I could always flip it up when I want to get in access to the cupboards. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, I'm up underneath the trees out by the road where it's in the shade 100% of the time, because it's just been so beastly hot. But yesterday was a perfect day for painting. It started out roughly around 60 degrees. By the time that my high school fella got here, it was about 68 degrees. Didn't even get up to 74 in the shade, and no wind at all. Only got one bug on all the paint that he did. It was a perfect day for that. Like I say, we'll let her cure for a week while he's up north, and then have him come back and do that tropical. He'll be able to climb through this hatch up here to get up there. And I'd never had that open, so while he was here, I had him pop that up. You can pop it with the front up on an angle, so that when you're driving, it's really scooping the air down in here. Or you can pop the back up so that it's the air is flowing over the top and is drawing air out. Or you can pop both sides of it up. Just it only goes up maybe 2-3 inches. If flat, or you just unlatch it right there, and then you can pop this right over, and it's on a hinge. That way you can climb up through there. So I had him do that. It was stuck shut because it probably hasn't been opened up for years. Anyway, I'm gonna go get some other stuff done and maybe talk just a bit more here and go into town and get this uploaded at McDonald's, where it's a lot better Wi-Fi than what I've got here for internet. So we'll see you in a few. I'm gonna take you on a little ride with me into town to upload this video. It's a perfect 70 degrees right now outside, and it's Saturday, August the 2nd, and it's 11:35 in the morning, and it's supposed to get up to 80 degrees today, but underneath the shade tree it might make 75. I don't know. It might get to 80, but at least it's not going to be a lot of sun just glaring in through the windows to turn that bus into 105 degrees like it had when it was out in the sun. But I'll be doing things to abate that heat when I am actually out camping and have to be in the sun. By putting that Henry's Tropical up on the roof, putting the white vinyl on the windows to block it, I'll be able to put in. I've got 6 brand new polyester shipping blankets that I'll be hanging up to cover up the windows on the inside, and those are going to be blackout curtains, but also insulation from heat going out during the winter or sun coming in during the summer. I don't know how much that's going to help with the sun, because those curtains are probably going to be 3-4 inches inside of the window, so he's still going to get inside there, but it might penetrate to the interior around the edges of it or something. I don't know. We'll give it a try. I can always make them go up closer to the windows if I want to. There's ways of doing that. But we're just going to go into town right now, and I've got to edit this and then upload it. So I'll be busy for probably an hour. My videos are only a couple segments long, so it doesn't take long to edit them. And I pretty much, all I got to do is merge them together, and then I can do the rest of that stuff from home when I'm putting the thumbnail on it, or title, stuff like that. That's stuff I can do at home on my tablet, my computer, my phone, whatever I want to do. But on the phone, it's pretty darn hard to do much of anything, because the YouTube stuff is just so tiny. I mean, you can blow it up, but you'd have to slide sideways and up and down so much to be able to read it almost, But anyway, it's better on the tablet, and it's totally adequate on the computer. But I don't use my computer too much, because then I'd have to bring that into town to put that on the internet. I don't have any Wi-Fi or hotspot or what do you call it, router. I used to have internet in there, and that was blazing fast, but it was cost me $70 a month just to have that, and my phone already had it, so why pay twice, But so I've got T-Mobile on my phone and my tablet, so I can get on the internet with that. I've got hotspot on my phone, but it's only a little bit, and it doesn't take long to use that up. So I try to save that for important stuff if I want to load a file on my camera phone or whatever on my laptop. But to put hotspot on my phone plan, that's an extra charge that it just isn't worth it. I'm thinking about getting internet in the house again, so I can do all this uploading there. Be able to use my laptop better, or this camera phone that you're looking at, because that doesn't have internet either. That's why I go to town to do the Wi-Fi, and I don't have enough hotspot to do the upload at home. So anyway, we're here. Alrighty, we're at McDonald's now, and I forgot to say goodbye at the clip where I was driving in here. So you have a good weekend, and we'll catch you. Don't forget to subscribe, like my videos, and leave some comments. And you access these videos through YouTube youtube.com/, then the @ symbol, and Tramp Traveler. Tramp Traveler. Again is youtube.com / @ symbol, and then Tramp Traveler. Catch you later. Have a good weekend.